everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to the Inchworm Show. I'm your host, Yashin Inchworm Phillips, and you know I'm interviewing everybody in the area, Lake County, all over the world. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in right now. Today's a very important episode. It's an exclusive interview with a very important woman. I met her a couple of years ago, and right now she is doing some amazing things out in the community, and she is going to be one of the most influential people that I'm sure that I've met already, but she's gonna be doing some amazing things in the future. So without further ado, my very special guest, Miss Jheri Bevil. Did I say that right?
That is all right.
Give me a handshake. Give me a high five.
High five.
All right. That wasn't a high five, but it was okay. All right, so how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. So you're here in the wormhole.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm loving it. So I first met you at my old job that I walked out on. Our old job. We'll get into that in a minute. Our old job. Oh, you were very ambitious. I'll say that. I met you in orientation, and she was like, "Look, how am I gonna be? Am I gonna be a manager? When am I gonna get it? When am I gonna be running the whole company? Okay, on day one."
Yes, that's my goal.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm sure you still have that ambition now.
Definitely.
Being where you're at, you just started a new business, a new company called Readjust Your Crown.
Yes.
Absolutely. So tell the people just who you are, how it started, all that good stuff.
So my name is Jheri Bevil. I'm 31 years old. I have a passion for people, so that's where Readjust Your Crown started. So long before it had a name, long before you started to see it, it's something that I was doing. And it just came from like life experiences and things that I see. I know people say like, oh, you have an old soul, or you're trying to be this influential person, like it's not the time or you're better, but that's not what it's about. Readjust Your Crown is not just for women, it's for everybody, because we all go through things in life, and sometimes we have to readjust. We have to grow through life. We sometimes put our crowns to the side. Life will have you feeling like it's the end of the world, but in everything you have to readjust. Job, quitting a job, losing a job, family issues. You have to readjust in life, like come up with a new plan, start over, and that's what Readjust Your Crown is all about. We have to dig deep and get to the root of some of these things that we go through. Like they call us I'm a millennial, so they call us like a lost generation. And I want to be the one to help us find ourselves, not just us, but our children. I have children, so we need some help.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm here for.
That's awesome. So how did Readjust Your Crown come about?
Readjust Your Crown came about from my life experiences. That's where it started from, and just helping people. I've always had a passion for helping others deal with anything that they're going through, along with myself. Like I've been through some things, and often in our community, in a lot of communities, we sweep a lot of stuff under the rug. We don't deal with them, and we don't get better. I'm a product of a divorced family 2 times. That's something that I had to endure and deal with. My mother and my father, my mother and my stepfather, and we never talk about how those things affect us. Prior to being married, I was in a relationship that wasn't worth it. It's something that I thought that I was into, and it wasn't healthy for myself or my child. You know, like just coming back from all those things, we have to deal with those things. We don't deal with family issues, drug abuse. We don't deal with any of those things that happen in the community, and we end up lost. We have to readjust from all those things. We have to find solutions and resources to help us, and that's what I'm here for.
Absolutely. So you did that. You created this company where people can. How does it work? What happens is it meetings? Is it group discussions? Are we praying? What happens?
So we have meetings and group discussions. So it's mentoring. At first, I just wanted to start with the kids. So I was a part of a group called Metropolitan Family Services when I was younger. I'm from Chicago. And they gave us a lot of tools to help us be sufficient adults. I didn't see that when I came here. And I have a child that needs to grow up. And she needs solutions, and she needs resources to some of the things that she go through. It's a different time. But once I start trying to focus in on the kids, I realized that the parents are lost. Like, how are you going to help the kids when the parents are lost? So you have to start with a little bit of both of them. So with Readjust Your Crown, it's 10-week sessions. 10-week sessions where we do an introductory session, and we have an assessment, and we talk about what you're going through or what you need assistance with. Sometimes we need to know that somebody else is going through the same thing that we're going through.
Yeah.
Divorce, abusive relationships. It doesn't even have to be about relationship. It could be about finding your passion or your purpose in life. Like, that's hard. Everybody isn't as open as we did to step out on faith and just start your own something. Like, that takes a lot. It's hard. Every day isn't easy. People don't know themselves. They don't know how to find what they're going through and get over it. So that's what I'm here for.
Okay. So I know Charlemagne the God always talks about mental health. He just had his book. I'm still reading it right now. The Shook One. And he's talking about how people in the Black community really need to take care of their mental health. It's okay to go to a psychiatrist, psychologist, someone to get those things out, because like you said, we're dealing with so much. And people just think it's the basic, okay, well, you go to work, you go home. No, what's going on at that job? What's going on when you come home? What is, because all of that stuff is,
it builds up.
It builds up, and then you're pushing it off onto your kids if you have them, or to someone else. And then it flourishes, and then just now this is why everybody's crazy.
It's a lot of learned behavior. Like, we grow up and we see, like, well, when my mom or my dad was angry, this is how we handle it. Like, I could shut down, or I could do this. And it's passed on generation to generation. And I hear them often say, like, just the Black community, but that's a everybody thing. It's not just us. There's a lot of people that we sweep it under the rug. Like, you hear, what happens in my house stays in this house.
Yeah, all the time.
What happens here stays in my house, and it shouldn't be like that. That's why we have school counselors. That's why we have resources out here. And some people are probably not as open to be in a group setting with Readjust Your Crown, because you hear a lot of stuff like, I don't trust people, or I don't like talking to other people. They did me wrong. But we have to break that stigma, and we have to do something about that. Like, we need to get with some people that can help me. Like, maybe you've been through the same, you was in the divorce family too? Maybe we could talk about that, because nobody ever asked me how that affected me. We need it. Our kids, we see them out here out of control, and we like, what's going on with them? But nobody's trying to find, they're crazy. That's all we say, they crazy, they bad. But nobody ever gets to the root of the problem. What's wrong with them? What do they need? What type of resources? Are they hungry when they go home? Are they seeing fighting every day when they go home? Is the mama going through the same thing? We don't know. So we need to figure it out together.
Right. So I did ask this, but I don't think it was clear. So when I want to be a part of Readjust Your Crown, what happens? What do I do? How does the process work?
So you're going to have to do an assessment. You'll see a posting up, or you can sign up on a website. You're going to sign up for a session. It's going to be 10 weeks. You can only miss 2 sessions within those 10 weeks, because you can't come in and just talk about people's business or hear people's business and just leave. So you'll sign up, and we'll meet every Thursday or whatever day is assigned. We'll meet once a week, and we'll have discussion topics. So mental health is a discussion topic. We have discussion topics on family issues, single parenting. That's for the women though. But for men and children, the topics may need to be different. So it'll be 10 weeks of sessions where we go through different discussions and how to effectively move through life and readjust our crowns.
Right. Are there male leaders with Readjust Your Crown that are mentoring the men?
Well, I do have, I have reached out to some men. Actually, the men are harder to reach because they keep a lot of things bottled up. But I am open to men help and men mentors. Like, I've reached out to plenty, but we need the people to sign themselves up, and we need the kids to sign up. I had a whole free event, and while you get inboxes about my son or my daughter needs mentor, you have to bring them out.
Absolutely. Yeah,
you have to bring them out.
You have to. These are. This is why I wanted to have you on, even though I know Autumn had reached out to me to be on the show, but I was going to reach out to you anyway, just for like my Motivational Monday segment, because these things need to be brought to light, you know, and we have to support one another, because people always complain when somebody gets shot, killed, raped, all sorts of stuff. But then when people create things like this in order to help, nobody shows.
Nobody shows. It's
nobody
free,
shows.
On April 13th, I had a whole free event,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still open. If your kid is going through something, like my daughter goes through things, my children go through things. I'm a blended family. We need to talk about those things. Blended family, bullying in school. These kids need somebody other than us probably to latch on to where they can go and feel comfortable with having these sessions. I'm open to whatever schedule fits majority of the parents. So if we start off with a group of 10 little girls and boys, and we have these open-ended discussions, and we can make it fun, like, but we need to talk about these things, because it's not just us that's affected by these things. Our kids' fathers are being murdered, incarcerated.
Yeah.
Our women are going through so much, and we sweep it under the rug. Like, I can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
We don't deal with it.
Yeah.
We complain. We go to Facebook and we complain.
Yep.
And then we don't look for resources.
You can see a hell of a lot of mental issues and problems on Facebook. Yep.
Lashing out.
Yeah.
A learned behavior that never subsides unless you get help. Yeah. And if you can't, if the group setting is not for you, like, I have connections with resources. I go in the community to meetings and things every month. Resources. It can be as simple as you need transportation to get back and forth to a job.
Yeah.
You need Pampers for your baby. Those things stress you out, but there's help out here. But if you don't go and you don't address it, how do you deal with it?
Right. Okay. Tell the people out there why they need to be a part of Readjust Your Crown.
All of our crowns can be readjusted, including mine. My life isn't perfect, but it's good, but it takes work to get there. Like, you have to work every day at having a successful and healthy life. That doesn't mean that it's perfect, but you need to be a part of Readjust Your Crown, because it's for all of us. It's to help and save our community. It's to enlighten our children that they don't go through things on their own. And not just our children, we have to be healthy ourselves so that we can provide a healthy lifestyle and a healthy living setting for our children. It starts with us, and I have children that are growing up, and I decided to be the change, start with myself. So I choose to lead by example. And
absolutely. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I talk about being the exception, being proud of who you are, being proud of where you came from,
and always accepting to everybody.
And always excelling and doing more than what's expected of you. It's really awesome that you're doing this. I commend you for doing it. Keep doing it, because it's reaching people. So don't stop. Keep going. Thank you for doing this for our community.
Thank you. I thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for doing it. Thank you for just being a boss, being a Black woman that understands what's going on and doing something about it. Absolutely.
You have to be the change that you want to see. And I want to see a change. I want my kids to grow up in a better environment that we're providing for them. And I'm going to start with me. And if I only reach one at a time, that's enough.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here, Jheri.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure you get a part, or go on the website. Where did it go? Where do people go in order to be a part of Readjust Your Crown? I know you said it earlier.
So Readjust Your Crown, we have a public page on Facebook, so you can go like our public page on Facebook. It has inspiration, daily challenges, and we also have a website that's www.readjustyourcrown.org. There you can sign a waiver to be a part, and we will be posting this week on the next session. But what I need people to sign their children up. And if I have to have a meeting in North Chicago once a week, one in Waukegan, one in Zion, I'm a 501c3. I can meet you where you are, and we can do it, because I know not just my child needs help, or not just me, or not just my friends, or not just the people I encounter. So just reach out. Send me a DM. Okay. Send a message to the page.
All right. What's wrong, Jada?
Nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm wrapping it up. Give me 1 second. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Make sure you all sign up. Be a part of Readjust Your Crown. You may be a little bit surprised, okay, about how much you might need it. You need it. We all need that mental therapy. We need help. So this is the place to do it. Make sure you continue to follow me. I'm Inchworm Phillips, the host of the Inchworm Show. Follow me all over. Have a good night. Peace out.
I'm Jheri Bevil. I'm the founder and visionary of Readjust Your Crown. I just finished wrapping up an interview on the Inchworm Show.
Hey everybody, thanks for kicking it with me in the wormhole. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That red button below that says subscribe, click that button, and then also the bell right next to it so you can get alerts for all of my new interviews.